Here's the Boccherini Minuet practice guide. Some concepts in here that we haven't done too lot of are the syncopations. So syncopas are back and sprinkled throughout here. There's lots of extensions and a few shifting in here. This is why this is the last piece in the packet. But it's a very popular one, and you'll recognize the melody once you hear it. Before we start, I want to break down just that syncopation again. So if I play measure 26, 1, 2, 3, 1, and. This is the syncopation that happens at the beginning as well, just with slurs. So it's like a synco, pa, and. Or 1, and. All of the clicks happen inside of the quarter notes. So here's the beginning, starting in second position. I'll start better for you. So we have the trill as returning as well. Think like the trills in the Mahler. Your section didn't really have any trills, but we did all together trill exercises on open A with your first finger. Right, that is your trill, where we are going back and forth between the upper note and the notes that is written. So where you see TR at measure 7 on the B natural, you trill to a third finger. And I would use both fingers, second and third, when you trill. So you have, try to get as many in as you can. And then there are these two little notes, the A and the B. It's similar to the grace note in the Gossek Gavotte, but this time there are two. So you have to squeeze in those two right before the next note change. So it sounds like this. So it all happens inside the third beat. 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2. So you can practice making this trill fast. I usually get about 2 cycles in there. 1, 2, and then I go forward. Maybe 3, maybe 4. But that's how that trill is demonstrated. The trill happens again on a different note in measure 19. Measure 19, you have the trill on E to F sharp, same fingering, just on different string. Let's go forward. There are first and second endings throughout, so just remember, after you take the first ending, repeat, and then skip over the first ending, take the second ending. I'm going to start from the second ending. This is measure 8B. This is like the beginning. So just watch for your string crossing and low F natural and high C sharp. There are those extensions that belong in here. Keep all the eighth notes on the string in short. Going forward, this is all the same until we get to measure 16 is slightly different. So here's measure 16 and onward. So it's just on a different string. And going back to both of these sections, the pickups to 5, and then this section, we extend, and then just put your third finger on where the G was. So I have fourth finger, extension, third finger on the target, and then reach back for that E. All the fingerings in here are the fingers that you should be doing. These parts are very friendly with their fingerings and tend to give you a lot, almost too much. Going forward, you have the trio section where it says trio. This is a key change. So we lose a sharp. Let's go forward from here. I'm going to play all the eighth notes on the string in short, but here you have the option if you want of playing this off the string. Here's the trio. Starting from the beginning of the trio section, up the scale, down, up, down. These are down, up, down patterns. 1 and a 2 and a 3. There are two fingering options in measure 22. There's the upper fingering option where you stay in first position. But you have this string crossing on open to fourth finger G. So I do the fingering that's on the bottom, which is in parentheses. So I play at 22 first position. Then on this up bow, I cross. So I'm in second position. And then I go back down to first position, going this way. The rest of it stays in first position. Then you have your syncopations, 25, 26. Then here again, you have two options. The upper fingering staying in first position, or the lower fingering, which I use to avoid the open string. So either one of those options work. I recommend the lower fingering. There is, in this form, minuet and trio form, we do a DC El fine. It's not written in your part, but that's the tradition of the form. When you have minuets, there always is a trio accompanied with it. And when you play the trio, you don't end on the trio, you go back to the beginning of the minuet. So you need to write in a DC El fine at the end of 28. That's not the real ending. You can see the word fine is printed at the second ending at 20B. So here I'm playing the ending of the trio, beginning of the minuet. Then going forward. When you take the DC, don't take any repeats. So skip all the way to the second ending, and then you would finish with the trill at 19. The end. So that's how this works.